I hope this gives away the content for today's Homebrew Wednesday.
It don't get me drunk, it don't get me drunk, but I like it.
It's finally time for a Homebrew Wednesday. I'm going to do it indoors today, you know, in the warm. It's getting so cold to do it down in the shed. So this week, probably the highlight, the Winter Olympics. I hope everyone's been watching it as frequently as I have. I just watched the women's curling today. England against Sweden. We're doing okay. We're losing 3-5, but the last time I checked, we're still in the game. We got bronze medal on women's snowboarding, which is the first British person ever to win a medal on snow in the history of the Winter Olympics, which is really cool. I've just been watching the men's short track as well. It's proper energetic, that. Yeah, I love the Winter Olympics. It's fantastic. So today I'm going to do a tasting of the 100% pure organic cider from the garden. Nothing in here but 2 varieties of apples and a little bit of Splendor, just to try and balance out some of the very tannic nature of this cider. I am driving today, later on. So I think I'm just going to have a taster, because this is somewhere between 8 and 11%, so yeah. We can see how cloudy it is, because obviously this is hard cider. I didn't add any agents, you know, to clear it. Actually looks kind of nice like this. Yeah, it's just got a scrumpy cider smell. It's just got a very country bumpkin apple-y smell to it. It's just straightforward. Splendor makes all the difference. It's just so balanced now. It's lovely, and it's so refreshing and easy to drink. If we get a good harvest on the apples next year, I'm doing this again. That is absolutely terrific. So I thought I'd just pay a little bit of attention to a bit of a latest purchase, but it's also a gripe. It sort of solved the problem a little bit. It's to do with the good old 4 litre 1 gallon demijohn. As good as these things are, they're a bit of a pain sometimes, and it's due to the opening size. We've probably all experienced this. I'm convinced that when companies manufacture things like this, and they're coming up with the plans of all the specifications, how tall it's going to be, how the volume, that they deliberately make this opening just small enough so that it can't take, you know, various implements to be able to, you know, do your home brewing without having to go out and buy other things. Case 1, this opening is just too small for an auto siphon. You know, I do understand that this is a small vessel to use an auto siphon with, but it's just so much easier than using the manual one. Case 2, the opening is just small enough for a wine thief, so you can't even take a sample when something's fermenting in this. It just gets stuck. It won't go any further down. So I think I found the best solution I can. I'm going to share that with you today. It's a Tesco oversized pipette turkey baster. £4, okay? It's got the little detachable thing for making it work. And what's nice is it's got like a little cleaner. So if it does get clogged up with some crap, maybe yeast particles, anything you might pop in here, I don't know, oak chips, I don't know. You can get it out with this. And it fits. Fits. It's the best solution for taking a sample from a fermenting batch, because look, it goes down deep enough, just over halfway, so you can take out a 30 ml sample at the most, which is good considering the limitations of this thing. It's just a joke. It just seems so deliberate, you know. I mean, 1 millimeter, a 1 millimeter addition to the diameter of the opening of a 1 gallon demijohn, and people would be able to use their auto siphons in wine thieves. Yeah, communism. It's funny with this cider. Immediately after it was bottled, it got like a mini Krausen inside the bottle. So that tells me that maybe there is something in Splendor that is just slightly fermentable. On the whole, of course, it's a sugar replacement. It's a sweetener, so it's not fermentable. I just thought that was very unusual for it to just kick up a mini Krausen. So there must be a little bit of sugar in there somewhere. Yeah, on the whole, this is a good cider. Beats the crap you get in the pub sometimes. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. Making your own cider from apples from the garden. You can't get any more pure. You can't get any more homemade than this. This is just what it is. It's the fruit of your garden. You've put the hard effort in to make it. You've fermented it. It's just awesome. It gives me that nostalgic feel of the first time I ever made a beer, and I was like, this is mine. This is my beer, and this takes it to a whole new level. Now, I'm not a massive cider fan, but it's nice. It's nice, and it's nice to have it at room temperature as well. It's actually, it's more flavourful than when you refrigerate it. So I don't know what happens when it goes in the fridge, but it doesn't taste too good. I think I'm going to have this with some lunch. So that's it. Next week, actually no, this week, I'm going to do 2 whole beer reviews. Can you believe that? Because I haven't been doing many Homebrew Wednesdays, I thought I would do this just to catch up and just add to my existing videos. So I've got the last remaining Weiss beer that I have not had from the supermarket. Franziskaner Weiss beer. So that's going to be reviewed this week. And a beer for mankind, Aurelio Golden Artisan beer. This looks like a nice one, this does. And I'll just go through exactly what the deal is with this beer, because it's, you know, it's a charity beer, which they don't come along that often, charity beers. So I'm going to explain what the deal is with that. Again, this is one of the few offshore beers that Tesco are providing for anyone who wants to buy them. It's one of the few that I have left to try. There's this and the American Point IPA that I haven't tried. And then we're going to be all out. We're going to be all done with new beers from the supermarket. It's very depressing. Well, thank you for watching today's Homebrew Wednesday. It's nice to actually do a Homebrew Wednesday that is sort of related to something that I've made. Because after being out of the loop and not really actually doing any brewing in the last couple of months, these videos have felt a little bit pointless. But cheers anyway, and thank you for watching, guys.